focus on the Arc of War game. You got the palm leaves and eyeballs, and then I just sent like a billion eyeballs. Eyeball, replay, eggplant, mushroom, eyeballs with palm leaves and a rose, eyeballs, astral. That's cool. Eyeball with a knife, eyeball. I mean no, pin, hammer, and eggplant. Uh, Faces, eyeball, moon, square, bomb, gun, eyeball, moon, syringe, peach. Oh gosh. I know, right? Question mark. It's super fun, period. I don't know how wolves kiss, period. I think they just lick, lol. I love moments like this in world chat or planet chat when we can just be derpy. But yeah, then we have the eggplant and scissors, so I think that means circumcision. We have a rocket with an evil face. We have more eyeballs. It's like, lol, I need this astral. And it's like that face. And then eyeballs. I'm like, I know, right? It's super fun. Eyeballs. Amazing. Face with, that. I said, I don't know how wolves kiss. I think they just like, oh well. I mean, yeah, I don't know, they're just like big fluffy dogs. That's where all dogs came from, was the wolf. So, I mean, yeah. And then we have Gold Digger with eyeballs. Yay! Just dumb, fun, derpy moments at the, things. I'd send a wolf, but it just shows up as this derpy thing. See? It looks like the Andrew Sarkis. You guys ever heard of the Andrew Sarkis? You guys should look up that bad boy. It's like the predecessor of like all like ancient wolves. Kind of this like weird kind of mammalian like dinosaur wolf. It was actually kind of cool. Here, yeah, so the Andrew Sarkis, or Sarchus, is a extinct genus of mammal that lived during the Middle Eocene in China. It contains two species, a Mongolinensis and a Crassum. It was formerly placed in the family's Misonchidia, or Arc... oh gosh... Arctocynonidia, but is now the sole member of a distinct family, Andrewsarchidia. Extinction date, about 45 million years ago. Size 6 feet at the shoulder and 12 feet long. Pretty much a big, angry, scary wolf boy that can, like... well, it's like a wolf and a hyena shoved together and supersized, and you have this pissed off, angry boy that murders everything. And, meat. Lots of freaking meat. Andrewsarchus was a scavenger and an omnivore. It would eat anything. It belonged to a group of carnivorous hoofed animals called mesonychids. Fossil hunters have found most mesonychid remains near rivers and coasts, suggesting that this was where they lived and hunted. But yeah, they are huge and scary. They have a giant set of chompers, and that's kind of what the early predecessor quote to what the wolf was supposed to look like, or kind of like a wolf-like creature. I watched a couple of documentaries on these bad boys, and they're actually pretty cool. and they're supposed to have like an elongated skull, uh, because that allows for much better bite power. So it's kind of like the alligator or like the borzoi of the wolf world, or kind of like, you know, it's like a wolf lion hyena hybrid thing. So yeah, kind of fun. I personally don't think that the world is like millions of years old. I mean, when God created the universe, I mean, it could be 7 stages of creating it, but it says days. So I you know I personally believe that it was actual 7 days that the universe was created. But then again, we don't know, how much time passed after the Garden of Eden and then Noah. Too much. Like it could have been a lot of time. So I mean, technically the Earth could be millions of years old. Also, technically it couldn't. That's kind of the weird part when you think about it. It's like the universe was set into motion as if it was always there. So yeah, I definitely think that God actually put fossils there and put old creatures there, and then as things happened, like I said, I'm not denying science. God created science, but you know, this video kind of took a weird turn. But so pretty much, I do definitely believe that there was an asteroid, and I do definitely believe that it did wipe out the dinosaurs and a lot of life on the planet. And I also definitely do believe that the plate tectonics change. When the Great Flood happened, that's when Pangea was broken up. You see, Pangea was the main landmass, and then in the Bible it says that the fountains of the deep opened up and broke open the earth. That's Pangea ripping itself apart. And scientists have actually just recently discovered that there are absolutely magnormous swaths of water underneath the Earth's crust, and that just goes to show what it really meant. When God flooded the Earth, He broke open those underground water reservoirs, and you know force the water to the surface. And then when the flood was done after 40 days and 40 nights, the water receded by going back into the earth. And that's why we have water there now. And it kind of is amazing how scientifically accurate, no matter how far people want to go away from the Bible saying, oh, it's just a storybook, oh, that stuff couldn't happen. And then the science continues to prove that it does, and people are like, but we created science. And it's like, no, science was created for us, because we didn't create anything. We are a creation. So it's just kind of a fun little thing to think about. Like I said, I'm not, going to get into giant arguments, or uh, you know, uh, uh, debates about stuff like this. But I mean, it's just kind of, this is how an ADHD brain works, guys. An ADHD brain works by going on one topic and then suddenly go on another topic on a tangent, and then your brain's like, yeah, you see, this is how this works. This is how ADHD works. And unfortunately, uh, ADHD can sometimes be crippling, and I used to take medication for it when I was younger, but the medication did bad things to me, and my mom and dad got me off of it as quickly as possible, and I proved that I was able to be off of it because I worked so hard at getting off of that medicine, and I'm very happy that I am off of that stuff. ADHD medicine is vile, and I stay away from that stuff as much as possible. Um, but yeah, I mean, and here's a fun little fact: is Andrew Sarkis a dog? Based on the estimates, Andrewsarchus is the largest known carnivorous land mammal that ever lived. Was Andrewsarchus a dog? Andrewsarchus was not a dog, and is not in any way related to dogs. Oh, it was a carnivorous mammal with little or no physical similarity to dogs. Well, for me, it looks like a wolf, mixed with a hyena, mixed with some kind of lion creature. But, I mean, it's still cool, though. I think it's awesome. But, yeah, I mean, you know, like multiple. I mean, we don't really ever know what they actually looked like. They look awesome though. I choose to believe that the Andrewsarchus looked something like this, or something like this, because that would be awesome. And imagine ancient humans like 7,000 years ago, or even 15,000 years ago, having these as pets or companion animals. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like you find an abandoned baby, Andrewsarchus, you know, and then you raise them and they become loyal and fluffy buddy and they keep you warm. I mean, I would love that. If I could have an Andrewsarchus as a pet, I sure as heck would. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, but they have a big set of chompers. And yeah, that's kind of one of the things that, made the Andrewsarchus such a scary creature is because the way that their muscles were on their muzzle and their mouth provided extra clamping power. Like they had a very kind of alligator-esque kind of grip. Like they could rip into stuff and just tear it apart like it was nothing. Like an alligator would be scared of this thing, and those things are huge. And yeah, if you think about it, that's kind of the size of those two wolves that in one of my stories, Worry made for my character Shefe. They're like 6 to 7 feet at the shoulder and 12 to 13 feet long, 6 legs, big set of jaws, and really powerful. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just like I said, guys. This is the way that my brain works. It's processing things at a whole nother level. But unfortunately, that's also a setback as well because while somebody else is, studying something, my brain's off thinking about 8 other things at once. Talk about random access memory. It's literally random access memory. My brain has way too much RAM and it doesn't know what to do with it. And so it's just like, let's think about 8 things at once and blow everything to pieces and have a good old time and see if people can make any sense of it. Yeah, I'm trying to write my book, but that's difficult because my brain's derpy. And I try to do my YouTube videos, but it's difficult because my brain's derpy. But I mean, you know what? I mean, it's not horrible. Like I said, I'm doing good for being off those pills. I'd never ever be on those things again. Um, yeah, that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's cool. I like the Andrewsarchus. Pretty cool creature, big set of chompers, and but yeah, I mean, considering that they're omnivores, that's actually pretty cool because uh, you don't have too many omnivorous creatures nowadays. From what at least what I've seen. Like I know that monkeys are usually omnivorous. They can eat both things. I know that pigs are omnivorous. Dogs are primarily carnivores. Cats are primarily carnivores. I mean, yeah, like the Andrewsarchus kind of is a testament to like how crazy the environment was during Pangea and even after a large portion of even after the Great Flood. There was still stuff out there. Like here's what I wonder. I know that that in the Bible it says two of every animal on the ark. And those were like the basic building blocks of the entire world. Like God specifically had enough creatures on there that were land mammals that could fit on that ark. That's insane. And he kept them from attacking each other. He kept them from eating each other. He kept them from starving. And then the two of every animal propagated, and then they mated with the other animals, and they made subspecies and more subspecies and other subspecies. And like the lion has been around ever since the start of time. The wolf has been around since the start of time, and now we have foxes. We have like over 1,500 different dog breeds. We have like 8,000 different, canine species out there, and subspecies, and subspecies. And it's just like, it's amazing how incredible history is. And it's just like, God really made a diverse, history for animals to have what we have today. And yeah, a lot of the animals that were, went extinct are lost to history. But as science goes on, maybe there's a way that we can bring some of these animals back. I think would be pretty cool. Imagine having a pet Andrewsarchus in 130 years or so. Wouldn't that be awesome? I probably won't be alive for that, but I mean, that would be a cool thought of, having like a dire wolf as a pet, or like, or like a stegosaurus as like, your means of transportation. It's like, hey, I need this, giant wagon of rocks moved over here. Like, we could literally turn it into a modern day Stone Age family. It's a modern day Stone Age family. You know, Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. It's a modern day Stone Age family. Or however that song goes. It's been a while since I've watched the Flintstones. So, like, we could literally be modern age, Stone Age families with our pet dinosaurs. Wouldn't that be freaking awesome? It would literally just be like a modern, like, you know, cyberpunk version of the Flintstones. Like, wouldn't that be freaking awesome? Yeah, it's just, just kind of fun little thoughts about it. The video started out originally for Ark of War, but now I just turned into this crap show. My gosh. Sweet Jiminy Jillikers. So, sweet Bimini Billikers. Oh, goodness gracious. And Goose Circus. Oh. Wait, can you... Wait, I want to see what I was going to say. You can actually... No. Screw you.
How to tame an Androsarchus in 1 minute. Best thing to tame these guys with is honey, and there are honey nodes at about 8045 that you can mine with a hatchet. Honey only lasts 20 minutes on you, but will last 40 minutes in a tame's inventory. Before you tame the Androsarchus, you've got to kill everything that's aggressive around it, because he's going to be running around a lot and you don't want other things attacking it. If there's more than one Androsarchus, you'll have to kill the others around it as well, but if they're all in close proximity, the one that you want to tame will start chasing you, and they'll chase you for a long time, so bring a flyer if you have one to fly out around a distance. Once he's on his own, put some honey in the last slot of your hotbar. Don't get too close to Androsarchus because he'll attack you, but get close enough so you can press that button and drop the honey close to him. If you're close enough, he'll start wandering towards it, and as soon as his head goes down to eat it, run up to the side of him and jump straight on his back. From here, you're going to have 2 arrows left and right, so using A and D, follow the instructions it shows you, and he'll begin taming. Below the taming bar is a red bar. If this gets all the way to the end, he'll kick you off. If you jump off just before the end, he shouldn't be aggressive to you as long as you move away from him. Once you moved away, simply drop the honey again and repeat until he's tamed. Let's go. These guys can bite, kick, have very fast sprinting abilities, as well as be able to...
Ooh. I think I might have found a game that I might want to go ahead and try. Only problem is that Ark survival, you always run into those like kind of crappy people on the servers. So if anything, if I ever go on the game, I might just run a private world and just kind of see how well I can do for myself, kind of solo world Minecraft it, because I don't like dealing with other people on games. I honestly don't. Like, Ark of War is a different story. Nations of Darkness is a different story. But, yeah, I mean, if I can do things myself and just stay by myself and have my own little world, that's what I want to do. Because, I don't know, I'm socially awkward. And I get frustrated easily. And, if I do run, like, a little server, I might have, like, little server keys that I can give people to, like, hop on and say hi. And, maybe they can build their little houses and come back, once in a while and have fun. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, Oh, and apparently in Ark, I've watched videos where where you can feed all speed buffs to your flyer, and suddenly you're going at like Mach 7 across the map. It's like, hey, I'm here. It's like, oh, hello. You were like, 1,000 kilometers in the other direction. It's like, yep, I'm here now. And I was like, okay. Fighter jet mode, if anything. But, yeah, I mean, Welcome to derpy ADHD infused video that makes very little sense, but hopefully is still entertaining for you guys. Anyway, guys, this has been Sabine Dimitrov, aka Dense for the Astro Wolf. Pleasure having you guys here for this very derpy, awkward video. Thank you guys for dealing for sticking with me through that. You know, like I said, not interested in getting in any, in arguments about viewpoints or anything of the sort. You know, like I said, guys, this channel is just, for everybody just to enjoy, to have a good time, and, yeah, just the Astrologue Wolf Pack led by me, the Astro Wolf at Dinstvo. So, just I want everybody to have fun, and, like I said, I'm not going to spread any hate on anybody, but, I'll still view my, voice my viewpoints since this is my channel. But, like I said, I want to try to keep, any abrasiveness at a minimum. But anyway, guys, this has been Sabine Dimitrov, aka Dinsvo the Wolf. It's been a pleasure to have you guys here for this video. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Been, I guess, a pleasure making this awkward, weird video. Question mark. Yeah, and make sure to hit that notification bell, because that way you guys can be updated on new things that I am working on, or new videos that pop up. And I'm sure I'm gonna have somebody say first eventually, but yeah, once I hit that point, then I'll know I'm an official YouTube channel. Ha ha ha. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys being here. The faster we get to 1,000 Wolfpack members, the better, and then maybe we can start, making some extra money. Sadly, my rent is going up after 6 months, so I'm trying to get my channel to grow, but unfortunately, I'm also starting to worry about money, because when rent goes up, that means I'm gonna have a lot less opportunities to enjoy stuff, because that means I'm gonna have to watch my money. So if you guys have any ideas, or have any way to get this channel more subscribers or Wolfpack members, then please do make an effort, because yeah, I don't want this channel to stagnate, but I'm starting to have money troubles again, and starting to scare me. So just pray for my success, pray for the channel. I want this to be successful, and I know that that with God's blessings it can be, but I'm a little worried. So if you guys have any insight on how to surpass those stupid borderlines of help services for rent and stuff, because they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you after you are already homeless. We're not gonna help you before, because you seem sufficient, and even though your rent is going to destroy everything you have, and it's like, screw you guys. You're supposed to keep people off the streets, not help them once they're on the streets. It's stupid. It's such a backward, broken system, and I don't know, it's just frustrating. So just, please pray that, stuff works out, guys. And if you guys have any insight or ideas, or, sources I could maybe get in touch with, please do let me know, and, hopefully we can get something worked out there. But anyway, guys, this has been Sabine Dimitrov, aka Dinsvo the Astro Wolf. Been an amazing pleasure having you guys here for this video, and I look forward to having you guys on my next one. You guys stay awesome, and always remember, God bless.